All right, so here I'm wanting to take you through a great little program, great little series that you can do. I'm going to try and keep it really short because it's something that I'd really love for you to tackle before your workouts, okay? What this is a program for your pelvic floor health and activating those glutes, okay? Everything's kind of interconnected through there, through the fascia of all those muscles. Everything's connected, so through your adductors, through your glutes, that's really how you're going to get a nice strong pelvic floor. A couple of reasons you want a nice strong pelvic floor. There are some pleasure reasons, but also as far as leakage and any sort of prolapse of the uterus, the bladder, the intestines, all of those sorts of things. It's really important no matter what you're picking up, whether it's a small child, whether it's a dog or a barbell. It's really important that you've got a really nice strong pillar through here, okay? So your core is comprised of your diaphragm, so it's really going to be really important. We're going to work on breathing through that diaphragm. It's also comprised of that transverse abdominis. Then you've got your internal, external obliques, your rectus abdominis. On your back, you've got your multifidus, your erectors, all that. So really keeping that whole cylinder, teaching it how to be nice and strong. A lot of that's going to be required through activating those glutes. It's really going to protect that low back. If your glutes aren't firing, you're most likely always going to wind up with low back pain, okay? So let's go ahead and start working on those set points. What this is going to do is kind of help teach you how to find that transverse abdominis. It's that natural weightlifting belt that we have. It's there to keep us nice and strong through our center. So let's make sure we can find it. We're going to need a couple things for this workout. We're going to need a little squishy core ball and some resistance bands. For this very first move, we're going to go without the ball first, just so you can start to learn how to feel it. Alrighty, so we're going to lay on our back. We're going to bring knees up to 90 degrees, hips 90 degrees. And I want you to just take some nice big breaths. I want you to inhale, really feel that belly, inhale through your nose. And then exhale, really forcefully press out, blow that candle out. I want you to feel that engagement through everything through your middle, okay? That natural corset, okay? Let's hit about 3 or 4 more of those. You can place your hands below your belly button. Really try and feel that tension. From here, I want you to go ahead and start engaging that pelvic floor. It's kind of zipping it up all the way from the back to the front, even up into that front of that pelvis, okay? From here, let's add the ball. So we're going to place this between the legs, just above the knees. Again, we're going to keep that 90 degrees. Let's inhale. Squeeze that ball as we exhale. Squeeze that pelvic floor. Inhale. Exhale. So you should have an idea of what that feels like now. We're going to stand this up, just kind of warm this up through some hip flexion. So we're going to take this into a squat. Keep that ball squeezed between the legs. I want those toes facing straight forward. We're going to send those hips back, come into a squat, and stand it up. While we're doing this, you don't have to come super low. Keep that ball squeezed, squeeze that butt, hit that kegel on the way up. So let's go for 10 to 15 of these. They don't have to be super slow. I really want you to feel that glute engagement in the back as you stand it up. Don't forget to squeeze up through that pelvic floor. Squeeze. Don't forget to inhale through that diaphragm. And we'll hit a couple more. Nice. All right, from there we're going to take it to the floor, keeping that ball where it is. We're going to hit a nice bridge position. So we're going to plant those feet on the floor. I want those toes facing straight forward. Okay. We're going to squeeze that ball. We're going to check in, find that tension. in your lower belly. If you need to place your hands there for a cue, go for it. We're gonna squeeze through the glutes, squeeze that ball, keep that pelvic floor nice and engaged, and keep that belly nice and engaged. We're gonna take this up, and then take it back down. 2, 3. I don't want you to rest your booty on the floor when you go down. Just barely graze it. Feel that the floor is there, pop it straight back up. Okay, squeeze that ball, check in. Squeeze that ball, squeeze that pelvic floor. And keep it going. Keep that belly nice and engaged here. Don't forget to breathe. If you need help with balance, you can put your arms out. You can put your elbows out. Alrighty. We'll call that about 15. From here, we're going to hold. Hold, hold, hold. 6, 5, 4. Squeeze that ball. 3, 2, 1. From here, we're going to squeeze it even more. Go for another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and down. Whew. Should feel a really nice activation in that glute max. Alrighty. You can go ahead and bring those knees in a little bit if you need to. Stretch it out. And then we're going to plant those feet right back where we had them. We're going to right back into that bridge. This time, we're going to pick up one foot. Alright. Squeeze that ball. Everything's nice and tight. We're just going to dip here for a set of 10 on each side. These are going to be hard. These are going to be very hard. You don't have to bring this all the way down. You can shorten your range of motion here if you need to. And bring that down. Stretch it out if you need to. Take it up. Other side. Squeeze that ball. Hit your Kegel. Woo. And down. Nice job. Alrighty, we're done with this ball for now. Alright, next up, we're going to take our resistance bands and pick something that's going to be challenging for you. So this may be something you just kind of learn as you go. We are going to hit a nice, fun, hovering quadruped position, taking those feet out to the side. So we're going to take this band above the knees. We're going to be in this tabletop position. Shoulders over the wrists, hips over the knees. We're going to flex those feet, pick those knees up off the floor. Keep your back nice and long and strong. Keep that belly engaged. We're going to hit 20 step outs. Don't forget to breathe. Try and keep that butt down, level with your shoulders. Good times. If you need to take a break, take a break. And down. Nice. Woohoo. From there, we're going to flip it over, back into that bridge position. Again, find that tension in your belly. We're going to keep those feet, again, facing straight forward. Under the knees, let's bring those hips up into that bridge. We're going to take those knees out. All right, we're going for 20 here. Remember to squeeze through that pelvic floor. Also remember to release, right? Going for 20. Check in, keep those hips up. I want you to keep that whole foot flat on the floor. So I want the heel on that floor and the big toe on the floor the whole time. So try not to come up on the outside edges of your feet, okay? We want that full activation of the foot. Woohoo! All right. And from there, we're going to hit that nice single leg again. This time, remember though, our knees are spread. We're not squeezing the ball. So we're going to take one leg up, trying to keep that band in the same position. Trying not to let it come in. Keep it nice and tight. Let's pulse up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Woo! it out, other side, plant both feet, bring up that leg, and dip. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good times. Okay, we've really activated those glutes here. Glute med, glute max, glute minimus. But we've done all of that on the floor. So most of our work happens in the vertical position. So we're gonna take this standing up now. Again, that band's gonna be above your knees. We're gonna be taking some steps. You don't need a ton of space. And work with what space you've got, okay? Very important, we're not stretching way out in any of these moves that are gonna send that band up or roll it up. We're staying nice and controlled, small steps, so we really get that solid activation. The first thing that we're gonna do is a lateral squat walk. So we're sitting back into a nice high squat. Got those bands around the knees, feet are facing straight forward. We're gonna press off the outside edge of the standing leg. Take a nice little step it back in, okay? We're gonna go for 10 here. Taking about 3 to 4 steps each side. So you could go about the length of your yoga mat here. Make sure that you've got that nice squat in your hips, right? Woohoo! I can call that about, I don't know, 7 or 8. And good, all right. Stand that up. You can pat it out a little bit if you need to. Next one we're gonna do is a staggered stance. And we're gonna take this in a box. So here, one leg is gonna be in front of the other. So we've got that nice stagger. Again, we're gonna bend those knees and that core is gonna be engaged. We're not just hanging out here. We're nice and long and tall, okay? We're gonna walk this forward 2, 3, 4 steps, depending on what you've kind of got available in your space. Just make sure you keep that tension, keep those knees bent, okay? So we're gonna step it forward, 2, 3, side, 2, 3, back, 2, 3, side, 2, 3. That's gonna be 1. Take it forwards again. That nice big box. Keep that tension, check in. Hit your kegels. Just random kegels, throw them in. Kegels are important for guys too. And I believe that's 5 on this side. And so now we're going to stagger. We're going to take it the other way. All right, so switch which leg is in front. We're going to walk it forward. 2, 3, side, 2, 3, back, 2, 3, side, 2, 3. Got it. Don't forget to breathe. Super pressed for time. You can get these done really quickly. Just make sure you've got really good control. Your booty should be on fire. After this, we've got one more move that we're gonna do, and then you should be fully prepped to go into a workout or go about your day. However you want to do it, whether you're doing this for a daily activation help, or if you're doing this pre-WOD, especially if you're going pre-squats, pre-deadlifts, anything like that. I don't know what number I'm on. I believe that's 5. All right, next one and last one is a balance reach. You'll see this in the corrective exercise stuff that I give because it's really good for that stabilization from the ankle to the knee up to the hip. Except we're gonna add a little twist to it by using this resistance band. So now, not only are you activating through that standing leg, you're activating through that moving leg as well, okay? What we're gonna do here, try and keep those hips level. If you wanna stand on a yoga block, extra bonus points, okay? I want you to try and keep those hips level. We're going to flex that foot, just because sometimes when you point, it kind of deactivates those glutes a little bit. So we really want to make sure we're staying lit up at the moment. We're going to take that leg forward, side, and back to a 45 degree. Just really working that balance. Don't forget to breathe. Remember, we've got all this nice and activated here. 4, let's hit one more. Woo, 5, and 5. Good times. Whew. Wiggle them out. And other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. You made it. Alrighty. Slip that off. Go have some fun.